All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tornado Field. Nate Mullins and Jacob Ellis on the call with you here tonight. We've got some videos we're going to play later in the broadcast, including our opening broadcast video. But once again, I want to thank you for tuning in here with us on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Had some difficulties getting one of our cameras to work tonight, but finally got it connected just before we went live, and everything looks to be good. So we're good. We're rolling. But once again, I want to thank our sponsors for allowing us to be here. We'll get to the sponsor list here in just a minute. It's a 3-0 count here to start things off. Talib Al-Zaquani on the mound for Tiffin Columbian. And at the plate for the Willard Flashes. I got to pull up my, because that's Tiffin Columbian's roster. So,
no, that's Willard.
Is it? Columbian versus Willard. 3-1 count here. And that one outside. So a leadoff walk issued by Talib Al-Zaquani here at Tornado Field. Thanks for tuning in. It's a beautiful Friday afternoon. Gorgeous. Game time temperature right around 63 degrees. And it is bright and sunny day here.
First pitch out of play there, behind the plate.
My goodness. First batter was Ethan Rodriguez. He is down there at first base. Currently at the plate, Isaac Robinson. Robinson, a .421 hitter on the season. He's got 24 hits in 57 at-bats. It's a 1-2 count here on Robinson. A lot of singles for Robinson on the season. 23 singles, just one double. $11 RBIs on the year, 19 runs scored, and 11 walks. He's only struck out 4 times, though. So an impressive .967 OPS for Isaac Robinson on the year.
Woo.
Rodriguez is off, and this one fouled back into the net. Once again, we'd like to thank our pregame show sponsor, Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. And if you were not able to catch the video during the last broadcast on Wednesday, folks, I highly encourage you to go check it out. We've actually posted it by itself on the broadcast or on our Facebook page. So if you want to go check that out, you don't have to watch the entire video of the last broadcast. You can just watch that. But here, this one hit into center field, and that one kind of gets down where nobody is, Jacob. There was, between the second baseman, the shortstop, and the center fielder, they all kind of converged, and it just plopped right down in between all of them.
Yeah, I mean, a good 2-strike approach. Just get some wood on it. And you mentioned he only struck out 4 times this year, so he knew he was going to hit it, found a good hole, and Flashes have 2 on here to begin the game.
2 on, nobody out. Elijah Reed at the plate. Reed hitting .382 on the year, but a 1.227 OPS. 21 hits, 4 home runs on the year, 7 doubles, 10 singles. So this guy's a power hitter.
Yeah. Not a lot of guys in this area have 4 home runs on the season.
Swung on and missed.
Swinging for a 5th there.
Pitcher supplies the power a lot of times. Power pitcher.
Power on power. We'll see who wins.
Sitting right around mid to high 80s most of the time with that fastball. Throw down to third is not in time as it actually hits the runner. Just a little bit off the mark. But runner's now at first and third with nobody out. 2-2 count here on Reed.
Got the defense sleeping a little bit there.
Ryan Fox in the on-deck circle. Reed with 26 RBIs on the season. 15 runs scored, 9 walks, 14 strikeouts.
26 ribbies. This is the guy who wanted to plate with a runner in a scoring position.
Absolutely.
He's got one now.
And Reed smokes that one foul down the third base line. We'll come back and do it again at 3-2. Robinson off on the pitch, but it's fouled back, so he's going to have to retreat back to first.
I think he was off before the pitch. I mean,
well before the pitch.
Always intrigued to see what these schools do with that runner on first and third. You know, how do you play it? Do you go for the easy steal? Do you try to get him out at second?
And look over to the runner at first. Dives back safely. Here's the payoff. Swung on. Skied into right center field. This one is going to get down. 1 run will score. And Robinson's going to hit the brakes at third base. So it'll be 1-0 Willard. Nobody out here with runners at second and third.
Yeah, and so far everything for Willard through 3 batters has come with 2 strikes, and that's, I mean, a good start to the game. If you can hit with 2 strikes, you're in a really good spot.
That's got to be frustrating for the pitcher, though.
Yeah.
You get him down in the count. You think, all right, this is my pitch. This is what I get. And then they just spoil a good pitch.
You think you have a rhythm, and then the bats say otherwise.
First pitch misses. Ryan Fox at the plate. Fox, a .361 hitter on the season. But Fox, once again, his OPS kind of pops out right on the stat sheet, 1.212, as he has 13 hits, but 4 doubles and a home run on the year.
A lot of extra base pop in the heart of this order.
Yeah. He scored 17 runs on the year, 16 walks, though. That's the impressive number. Leads the team in walks. 7 strikeouts on the year. These guys don't strike out very often.
No. Also, the base open, I was going to wonder if they were going to give him first, but it looks like they're coming at him here, too.
Yeah, with no outs, you got to come at him.
That's true.
Ooh.
Heel. Full count on Fox. Over the head of the left fielder. Robinson comes home to score.
But Reed is going to have to stop at third. And a double by Ryan Fox drives in another run for the Flashes. It's 2-0 Willard. Still no outs here in the top of the first.
They've come out swinging today already. 2 RBI doubles in the first 4 or 5 hitters.
Very aggressive approach today for the Flashes. This one hit into center field. Bremeyer camps on the catch. The throw in to the pitcher.
Another run will score. Tornadoes record the first out.
Inning, it's 3-0 Willard.
Even the outs are productive right now for Willard.
And the first pitch in there for a strike. Ian McClanahan at the plate. And that one catches the inside corner. It's 0-2 on McClanahan. Hitting 186 on the season in 43 at-bats. This one, fair, down the third base line. And they're going to hold the runner at third.
So you'll have runners at the corner.
Once again, still just one out.
You just mentioned his 181 batting average. I think he took that a little personal, said I'm going to raise that a little bit.
I think so. And now at the plate, John Yell Salazar.
Everything is coming with 2 strikes, Nate.
Yeah, that's a good point. And they are aggressive with 2 strikes too. They're not watching many pitches.
No. Yeah, you see a lot of teams, especially at the high school level, really not expand that zone and kind of hope the ump will bail them out. But Willard's taking it to Columbian here.
Salazar shows bunt, offers at it, and it's 0-2. He's batting .350 on the year in 40 at-bats. .527 on-base percentage, .902 OPS. 14 hits, 13 of those singles. And he strikes out for the 11th time this year as Talib Al-Zakwani records the second out. And that's a big out for Al-Zakwani there.
Yeah. Finally had an at-bat go his way. 2 strikes, finally put someone away.
You set up a force at first and second here, 2 down. This one fouled back into the net. Here's the 0-1 from Al-Zakwani, up high. Marcus Schmidt at the plate for Willard. Schmidt fouls that one back. Schmidt batting .140 on the season in 43 at-bats. Fouls this one back into the umpire.
Shook it off like it was nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, he wore it.
Yeah, he did.
Those are never fun.
No. I used to umpire. I took a few of those off the face, off the shins. That's where it really gets you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you don't get those fancy leg protectors.
Not in Little League umpiring.
Here's the 1-2. Strike 3 called. Talib Al-Zakwani starts out rough, but ends with 2 straight strikeouts. It's 3-0 Willard as we head to the bottom of the first. Nate Mullins and Jacob Ellis on the call with you here today. Austin Rodriguez on the main cam. Thanks for tuning in with us on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'd like to thank our sponsors for allowing us to be here today, folks. We would like to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, First National Bank of Sycamore, UIS Insurance and Investments, Lease Floor Covering, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Hope in Fostoria, Clouse Electric, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, the Ohio Army National Guard, and National Machinery. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Tournament baseball right around the corner, folks. If you want to get on.
I brought a gang to the party with me. 5 white boys, but they not in sync. What y'all think? Everything that you say about me. My dogs like to play Madden in 2K, but one thing they don't do is play about me. My homeboy Tyler, he playing South Beach. He told me this summer he gon' fix my jumper. I told Boy Wonder that we might got a thumper. I've been trying to pop, now I'm on like Shumper. Now they on my bumper. Green room chock full of all my comforts. Hotel room like heaven on earth. Got angels. Pro Nemo, Lucian Keys, Sloop Clay Tufo, and I got a few more I call my brothers. I got a lot of flows and they all like butter. Ooh, you know what that means. I came home nice, but I'm going back mean. I'm about to glow trot when they know a vaccine. Zach lost, but they know exactly what's going on. Made a meal and I don't know what to blow it on. I tell a critic shut up like my show is on. Give a t-shirt to her, said throw it on. She want a mini high school classmates, I'm growing on. My peers ain't popping, they don't know what's going wrong. Y'all well dressed, but you ain't got soul and you just can't sew it on. I'm trying to tell y'all boys, I got a few songs I can sell y'all boys. I tried it back then, it was hell nah, boy. Now I'm in a box like a Kellogg's toy. The ones that hate me the most look just like me. You tell me what that means. Make a slick comment and see what that brings. I've seen it go down, we can reenact things. Extreme like DMXing. These boys in that DMXing. People in the city see the movement occurring and say, my God, I want to be in that scene. Right, you want to be in this scene. She had the video trying to be in this scene. Used to fantasize about being in this scene. Bluegrass girl, but she got big dreams. Can't touch me, I got instincts. Locked in the house, but I'm plotting things. I brought a gang to the party with me. 5 white boys, but they not in sync. They not in sync. They not in sync.
Now batting number 1, Gavin McLean.
Area teams looking to make a run. Tiffin Columbian, one of those, as they drew the number 1 seed in their district. They'll get a first-round bye, and I believe they await the winner of. I know Bellevue is one of the opponents. I'll have to check my baseball tournament bracket, but first pitch is outside to Gavin McLean. McLean playing second base today, grounds this one to the third baseman. The throw is in time, and they get McLean at first. I think it was on the tag, don't you think?
I think it was on the tag, yeah. It came off the bag. But
pulled the first baseman off the bag, but nice tag there.
Yeah. Not exactly what you wanted if you're Willard here. You know, you put up a lopsided number, top of the first. Want to get a quick out, keep that momentum on your side here.
Absolutely. Now at the plate, Quentin Tucker. Take a look at Tucker's stats for the year. As I can't check Game Changer anymore because they changed the privacy restrictions, so now fans can't see the stats. Only players and parents can see the stats. It wasn't that way earlier this week. Earlier this week, I was checking stats for Columbian, but today I go to check stats, and you got to be a parent or a player. I'm like,
it's an interesting change.
I'd love to get updated stats, but hopefully, Chris Higgins does a great job. Yeah. Well, MrHiggins.net is where I get a lot of my stats. And he does a great job of updating these stats, but he only updates them once a week. So sometimes they're not always updated on Friday. But McLean on the season was batting .343. Quentin Tucker batting .159 on the year. And it's 1-2 here on Tucker. That pitch outside. Ryan Fox on the mound. Here's the 2-2 from Fox. This one fouled off.
I think Tucker's wearing some work gloves for batting gloves. I respect it.
Oh, that was a look a couple years ago for these Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes. Everybody in the lineup had those cattle working leather gloves, you know?
I mean, hey, if they work, they work.
Swung on and missed. Tucker goes down swinging. And 2 down here as Bryce Rogo strolls to the plate. He's allowed 14 runs, 14 earned runs. So his ERA sitting right at 6.5. He struck out 12 and walked 8 on the season. Those are in 4 starts for Ryan Fox. Or 2 starts, I'm sorry. 4 games pitched. Just 2 starts on the year for Fox. Rogo on the season. Batting .443, hits this. The throw not in time as Rogo in there with a 2-out double. That's what you wanted.
Yeah, find a gap, get a 2-out rally going from your number 3 hitter. That's exactly what you want. You're right, Nate.
Braylon Auble strolls to the plate for the Tornadoes. Auble hitting .299 on the year. 20 hits in 67 at-bats. That one in the dirt.
Stop by their catcher. He had to slide a little bit to get to that one.
Yeah. I've heard he's a pretty talented kid behind the plate here.
We're seeing it in action.
And it's 1-1 on Auble. Auble has 20 RBIs. He'd like to add to that total. Leading the team in RBIs. That one scratches the outside corner for a strike. And it's 1-2.
A little bit of a bigger zone today, it looks like.
Transition, and it'll go back and forth, and you can monitor that one. 2-2 count here on Auble. Rogo down at second base. Swung on and missed. Fox gets another strikeout. Tornadoes leave a runner stranded. It's 3-0 Willard. We're going to step aside, take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
All right, welcome back to Tornado Field. Getting ready to start the second inning as Talib Al-Zaquani on the mound for Tiffin Columbian. His next pitch will be his 38th pitch of the game here.
Yeah, that was a long first inning, and Flashes put up a number on the scoreboard and made him put up a number on his pitch count.
Yeah. Allowed 4 hits, 3 earned runs. He issued a walk and had 2 strikeouts last inning. Now at the plate, number 28, Adler Ames. Ames batting .211 on the season in 19 at-bats. Swung on and missed. 0-2. Ames the center fielder tonight. Bottom of the order here for the Crimson Flashes, as Rodriguez stands in the on-deck circle. That one swung on and missed. And another strikeout for Alzaquani.
Good recovery from the first inning, starting out with a strikeout here. Maybe give some Alzaquani a little bit of momentum. Finish the rest of this game strong for him.
That'll bring up Ethan Rodriguez. Drew a walk back in the first. Let's talk about our pitching matchup, brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. If you need home, auto, life insurance, whatever you need, folks, head on over to our friends at UIS Insurance and Investments. They'll take care of you. Now, let's talk about this pitching matchup. As Talib Alzaquani currently on the mound for Tiffin Columbian, sitting at pitch number 42 coming up next here. As that one in there for a strike, it's 2-1 on Rodriguez. Look at Alzaquani's numbers on the year. As this one hit into center field, right field. And the right fielder makes the catch for the second out. There we are. When their names are highlighted in red and the background is, or in the text is white. I'm sorry, yellow, and the text is white. It's like, yeah, it's just impossible.
It's an interesting decision.
13 1/3 innings pitched for Alzaquani on the season. He's allowed 10 earned runs. He's had 20 strikeouts. He is 1-2 with a 5.25 ERA. 21 walks, 16 hits allowed. That's one half of our pitching matchup, brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. Of course, the other half, Ryan Fox, took care of business in the bottom of the first. And we mentioned his stats on the year. 13 1/3 innings pitched, 1-1 with a 6.83 ERA. 10 strikeouts, 13 earned runs, and just 7 walks allowed. But 22 hits allowed in 13 1/3 innings pitched for Fox. Columbia would like to add to that total.
Yeah, and you talk about Alzaquani and Fox. Sounds like both of them have some rough numbers, and both teams looking to get the bats going today. Willard got theirs going in the first, and you need to imagine Tornadoes will get theirs going here soon against Fox.
Absolutely. Robinson watches that one outside. It's a 2-2 count. Here's the 2-2, up high. Swung on and missed. Alzaquani with another strikeout. And the Flashes go down in order. 1, 2, 3. Bottom of the second coming up. 3-0 Willard. Nate Mullins and Jacob Ellis on the call with you. Let's talk keys to the game, brought to you by our friends at Lee's Floor Covering. Of course, for this one, Jacob, Tiffin Columbian playing here at Tornado Field. You know, this is one of the last times these seniors are going to see this field. And I think today, more than anything, they just have to try to find a way. And sometimes that takes bunting, sometimes that takes small ball, sometimes it takes aggressive base path running, but you've got to find a way to get guys on board. Because that's really where their strong point is being aggressive on the base paths. Find a way, get guys on base, whether it's a walk, whether it's hit by pitch, however you got to do it, find a way.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can't be aggressive on the base pass unless you get guys on the base pass.
That's right.
And especially you mentioned seniors, this is down at the wire for them. So, these last couple games, they're probably going to find a little extra oomph in their play behind the plate or, in the field. And, it's not looking great for them through an inning and a half, but had 7 innings, so plenty of time for them to come back here and get something going.
So they do have one more home game tomorrow against Madison Comprehensive. And then they travel to face the Upper Sandusky Rams in Upper Sandusky on Monday. We originally had scheduled that game on our broadcast schedule, when it was on Tuesday of this week. But weather reports, I should say, canceled the game.
Yeah.
When there's a tornado watch, I wouldn't chance it either. So
no,
I don't blame anybody for
them.
canceling that game. So. Here's Talib Al-Zakwani strolling to the plate. The pitcher of record as of now, Al-Zakwani, batting .373 on the year. Really turned it around the second half of the season, man. He's seeing the ball a lot better. Last time we had Tornadoes on our coverage, he was 3 for 3, took home the Player of the Game award as the Tornadoes upended the Truckers here at Tornado Field.
Yeah, it's a good time to get hot right before postseason play.
Inside, it's 2-1 on Al-Zakwani. 8 doubles on the year for the Bus, 10 RBIs, 17 runs scored. And that one outside.
Is his nickname the Bus?
That is his nickname.
That's a fun nickname.
The Bus. Here's Fox with the 3-1. Outside, and Al-Zakwani draws a leadoff walk.
There you go. We were just talking about it, Nate. Just get guys on base. Let the rest work itself out.
Find a way. Because Al-Zakwani, he might only have 6 walks on the year, but he's got 12 stolen bases. So if he can find a way to get on base and make something happen. And up now, Johnny Bremeyer. Last time we were here, this young man hit one over the left field fence to drive in Talib Al-Zakwani for a 2-run home run. It was a fun game.
History has a chance to repeat itself.
Bremeyer batting .403 on the year. 3 home runs, 2 triples, 6 doubles, 13 singles, 18 RBIs. Fouled back. 22 stolen bases on the year for Bremeyer. 1.167 OPS. Just a sophomore. Young man's going to have a storied career ahead of him.
It's crazy. As sophomore, his numbers are only going to get better, which is scary for the SBC.
Mm-hmm. Johnny Baseball. Check swing. Did he go? No. No, they're saying no. 2-1 count.
It's always hard to hold up on that heater high because you think you just want to crank it 400 feet. Good job holding back.
I think we're continuing with our keys to the game, brought to you by Lee's Floor Covering for Willard today. If I would have said before the game what the key to the game was, is get out early. And that's exactly what they did. So now, I think right here, if you can get Fox to settle in, just play mistake-free baseball. Limit the errors in the field. I think that's going to be key for Willard today. Limit the errors. If they're going to make, if Columbian's going to make you pay, at least make them hit it where you're not, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Bremeyer draws a walk there.
Yeah, listen, a team like Columbian, if you let them get on base through errors or through walks like this, if you help them out, they're going to make you pay for it.
Exactly.
So you have to make them earn everything they get.
Once again, folks, don't forget about our birria ramen special out at Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. Call in your order now, whether it's dine-in, carry-out, delivery, whatever it is. Call in your order. Tell them about the Heart of Ohio Sports special. You get 15% off your order at Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. You just got to order the birria ramen as part of your order, and you'll get 15% off your entire order. That's right, folks. So try out our featured item, the birria ramen. I'm telling you, you're not going to regret it. Not one bit.
I was watching that video earlier. The ramen, looks so good.
Keep your eyes peeled for the debut of the entire music video for
there's a music video.
My Birria. Yes.
Okay.
Did you catch the beginning of it? With
I
the
did.
little
I saw the song.
parody song. Greggy and I had fun with that.
Oh, I bet. That's exciting.
Jameson Westner at the plate for Tiffin Columbian. Runners on first and second, nobody out. So like I said, find a way. They found a way to get 2 runners on here.
Yeah.
Both of them walks. That one in there for a strike to Westner.
I mean, you don't have to get them all back at once, He's not going to swing and hit a 3-run homer here.
Right.
Probably not. But, at least one at a time. And Columbian, they're probably a patient enough team to say, we get 1 or 2 runs here, we're good. We don't need to win the game in the second.
Exactly. Swung on and missed, but it gets away from the catcher, Westner. Oh, yeah, because the base wasn't open, so he can't go.
Right.
But the runners do advance to second and third on the pass ball.
Yeah. Guess technically
Westner, I think, was just trying to put the pressure on to see if they would make the throw to first as opposed to trying to make the throw to second and third. I mean it's just a head-up play, Maybe. I'll give him credit.
Javi Baez can make a full first baseman like he did a couple years ago,
Yeah, why
never
not?
say never.
That'll bring up Bradley Willman. Willman batting .234 on the season. He's got a .381 on base percentage. That one drops in there for a strike. It's 0-2. Runners on second and third, 1 out. Tornadoes down 3-0 here to the Crimson Flashes here at Tornado Field.
Big strikeout here if you can get it.
Fox with the 0-2. Swung on, hit into right field. Should be deep enough to score a run. And that was on his bus. And the throw to third is in time for the third out of the inning, but they do plate a run. So one run will score for Tiffin Columbian, but the throw was in time at third base to get the lead runner down there in the final out of the inning. So Tornadoes played a run, but the Flashes still lead by 2. It's 3-1 Willard. We'll be back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Why go to Lee's Floor Covering in Tiffin? Because at Lee's Floor Covering, they know that selecting the right flooring for your home can be overwhelming. They make choosing the right items for your home simple. At Lee's Floor Covering, they have one of the largest selections of floor covering in Northwest Ohio, including Abbey Carpet and Floor. Stop in and see for yourself what everyone raves about at Lee's Floor Covering in Tiffin.
For high school students, this can be a fun time of year. Prom, graduation, summer vacations, etc. Sometimes students will attend parties that permit underage drinking.
There are serious legal consequences and liability issues for parents who serve alcohol to underage students. This could include fines, lawsuits, and even jail time.
Parents can be held responsible for underage drinking, even if they're not home when it happens. The best gift you can give your child is to be their parent, not their friend.
Don't be a party to teenage drinking. Parents who host lose the most.
You're locked into the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Heart of Ohio Sports.
And we're back here at Tornado Field. Nate Mullins and Jacob Ellis on the call with you here tonight. Willard leading 3-1 over Tiffin Columbian. Austin Rodriguez on the camera. Thanks for tuning in here with us. Let's thank our sponsors real quick before we get to the first batter here in the third inning. We'd like to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, First National Bank of Sycamore, UIS Insurance and Investments, Lease Floor Covering, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Hope and Fostoria, Clouse Electric, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, the Ohio Army National Guard, and National Machinery. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Nate, the Sky Cam Any business coming?
That's one that's
great
still available.
opportunity.
Still available. Looking for a Skycam sponsor. In there for a strike. Reed leading things off here in the bottom of the top of the third. And they check. The appeal says no, did not go. Elijah Reed, once again leading the team in home runs. 4 on the season for Reed. Fouled at the plate. Reed's going to walk that one off. Not much protection on those shoes there.
No, not.
One ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Or no, nobody out. That one outside. Whoop. Was that Austin trying to call me and then got disconnected?
I think so.
Swung on. Bull. Throw to first is not in time, but man, what a play by Braylon Auble.
Ooh, yeah, diving in the hot corner, making a great play on it. I mean, even though he didn't get the out, I mean, that's a pretty impressive play.
Probably at least saved a base there.
Absolutely. I was headed for the corner.
Reed with some good hustle out of the box, able to beat the throw. And that'll bring up Ryan Fox. One half of our pitching matchup brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments.
Pitcher on pitcher here.
That's right.
This will be fun.
Pitch is scampers his way on down to second base on the pass ball. Tornadoes, last time they were in action was this past Wednesday. As
Austin Rodriguez.
We'll turn that down. There we go. I don't need to be up that loud. Tornadoes, last time they were in action. Oh, and Alzaquani comes inside. It comes a little too far inside with that one.
Just a bit inside.
As Fox earns his way aboard.
Wonder if he'll remember that when Fox faces Alzaquani.
I don't know. So runners at first and second, nobody out. And that'll bring up the catcher. Anthony Potts. Batting .260 on the season. .344 on base percentage. Now Zaquani misses with that one. It's 2-0.
All right, in another jam. It's not easy pitching when you're having to pitch in this kind of situation all the time.
And it's 3-0 on Potts.
See if you get the green light here. Up early, a couple runners on. I say, why not?
Yeah.
If it's there, hit it.
Squares to bunt, pulls it back, and he either offered at it or was in there.
Might have nipped the corner a little bit.
Runners at first and second, nobody out. They'll look back to second, but Alzaquani didn't have anybody to throw it to. Three-one count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Nice pitch there by Alzaquani. Just reared back and threw some gas.
Yeah. Just battling back here, got himself back into the count.
Payoff pitch fouled off to the left. Auble gives some chase, but this is going to be out of play.
Another long at-bat for Alzaquani on the mound.
Yeah. Once again, we'd like to thank our first pitch sponsor, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc. This one hit back up the middle. Shortstop underhand to second for one. The relay off the mark. The hop caused Willman to, that was a hard play to make.
Yeah, always tough to turn to at this level, and just didn't develop quick enough. And
I think the throw was just a little bit off the mark there.
Just a little bit.
But the Tornadoes record an out. And it's 4-1 Willard.
Yeah. You know, worst case scenario, you try to run for an out. Not always worst case, but.
Mm-hmm. Of course, this matchup, Tiffin Columbian versus Willard, we don't see this very often in baseball, but this used to be a regular matchup. These two teams used to be rivals in the NOL for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And very familiar with each other as far as schools are concerned, but these players probably don't know each other from Adam, so.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot changed when NOL went under and SBC came in, and there's 3 different divisions now in the SBC. And
well, before the SBC came in and kind of saved everything, it was a mess there for a while. It really was.
Yeah, I was in high school, I think, towards the end of that, and it's rough. But SBC's doing a good job at these schools, and
yeah,
a lot of talent.
That one inside. Runner down at first base, 1 out, 4-1 Willard. Ian McClanahan at the plate. Swung on and missed. Throw down to second by Westner is just high. And stolen base for, I think it's Potts down there, isn't it?
I think so. We can give him that little.
Yeah, give him a little. Got him a stolen base there. Alzaquani comes set. Here's the 1-1. Fouled back into the net.
Two strikes here. Let's see the payoff pitch to our First National Bank of Sycamore pitcher cam.
One-two count. Strike 3 called. Outside corner. And I tell you, Blue's been pretty consistent with that call. You know, they might not be happy with it, but he has been consistent with both sides. It's been there all night. So you know where his zone is. You should be swinging at that pitch. Don't let it go.
Absolutely. And that's what got Willard 3 runs in the first, was those pitches on the board. It swung at him anyways.
Yeah.
But I think that's what the kids today call dotted.
Mm-hmm.
Dotted the corner.
This one in on the hands. Shortstop up with it. Throw to first is in time. What a play by Bryce Rogo to end the top of the third. Tornadoes limit the damage to just 1 run. But the Flashes back out to a 3-run lead. It is 4-1 Willard. Take a moment and thank our sponsors for allowing us to be here. As we'd like to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, First National Bank of Sycamore, UIS Insurance and Investments, Lee's Floor Covering, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Hope and Fostoria, Clouse Electric, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, the Ohio Army National Guard, and National Machinery. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, and you could be added to that list, folks. Just get a hold of us. We are still looking to add names to our sponsor list. This is our second to last regular season broadcast. this coming Monday, we'll have Calvert versus Van Buren, and that'll be the final broadcast of our regular season baseball broadcast schedule. But then tournament baseball starts the following week for us. So I do have my eye on that Columbian-Bellevue matchup, though. If that ends up happening and it's a sectional final here at Tornado Field, it might be too juicy of a matchup for us to pass up. So we might have to kind of keep an eye on that situation as it develops. But either way, we're going to get started with playoff tournament coverage here pretty soon on Heart of Ohio Sports. And there's a lot of talent in this area that's going to be competing, vying for positioning. And what's crazy is a lot of those SBC River teams that are fighting each other right now for that top spot, they're all going to be in the same district. So they're going to have to battle each other once again. I mean, this is just, it's a gauntlet around here.
Yeah. A lot of these teams you could argue could make a state final run.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the level of quality you're going to get in the first round here. So if you make it out of this area, you're going a long way.
Yeah. Well, and you're battle tested too.
Mm-hmm.
You face some really good talent.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. A lot of these really good teams, when they get into the postseason, around here they play a lot of good talent, but this one grounded is short, and the throw is in time as they get Tills.
Ryan Fox there.
Now batting number 1, Gavin McLean.
Strolls to the plate here.
Notice a lot of slow grounders. Both these teams have some really good infields today. Charger making throws on the run.
Yeah. McLean hitting .343 on the season. Going back to Isaiah Tills, though, wanted to mention he batting .156 on the year. Backs him away with an inside fastball there.
A little bit of chin music.
A little bit of chin music. Just keeping him respectful, you know?
Yeah.
And that one misses, 2-1 the count. McLean hits this one to short. Shortstop unable to make the play off the tip of his glove. Tried to snow cone it there, but don't you hate it when your snow cone falls off?
Listen, they tell you.
Yeah, that's a good point, Brad. Eric, I mean, you see, shortstop just made a dynamite play the play before that, and then give him an easy one, and ouch.
Listen, they tell you 2 hands for safety when you're catching those pop-ups for a reason, and just fell out.
Yeah, but who uses 2 hands? Come on now.
Maybe he will next time.
Hit to left, but a balk is issued.
Maybe he didn't come set.
I think that's what it was. I don't think he came set.
I mean, that's on Columbian stealing a lot of bases, you know?
Yeah.
You don't want him to get a rhythm, and sometimes you're going to try to speed things up a little bit. Cost you a base.
And they say he went around 0-1.
Gave a little look back to the umpire like, are you sure about that?
Well, even the coach came in and said, you sure? Quentin Tucker at the plate, 0-1 count. This one gets away from the catcher.
Hey, good job, you're cute. Hey, good job.
Let's see if he likes it, though. 1 out, 4-1 Willard. 1-1 count here on Quentin Tucker, runner at third. Don't worry about it. right at the letters for a strike.
It's a good breaking ball.
I guess that was a good baseball.
Or breaking ball, yeah.
No, he said, no, he went up to the umpire and said, I don't like this one. Give me another one.
Yeah, I guess that one worked.
Swung on and missed. Tucker goes down swinging. And that'll bring up Bryce Rogo. One of the senior leaders here in this Tornado lineup.
And as you're talking about earlier, what are these seniors going to do in their last game? So this is a really big opportunity for a key senior to come up big for his team here.
This one hit into left field, and the left fielder squeezes it for the final out here in the third inning.
He used two hands for safety. I'm just saying.
4-1 Willard. We're going to step aside, take a timeout. We'll come back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your local homegrown agent, Jeff Leopold, for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1144. Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Ink is here for all of your printing and design needs. From reunions to small events, to business apparel and even vehicle lettering, they've got you covered. They make the gear that you make your memories in. Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Ink. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
And we're back here at Tornado Field. Nate Mullins and Jacob Ellis on the call with you here today. Austin Rodriguez on the main cam. Thanks for tuning in here with us on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Folks, if you're watching this video, if you made it this far, please help us out. Do us a favor, share the video. It helps us reach new audiences. Your friends are the new audience for us. So if your friends like baseball, or if they like any of these players on either one of these teams, give it a share.
If you have friends on any of the teams too, you know?
That's right.
Always be cool to go back, watch yourself play.
That reminds me, I'm going to go share the video.
Oh, yeah.
Talib Alzaquani on the mound. This is his fourth inning of work. Foul tipped into the glove. Marcus Schmidt at the plate for the Flashes. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed. Alzaquani, that was pitch number 75 on the day.
Ooh.
Through 3 innings pitched. 4 earned runs allowed, 5 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Swung on, hit to third. Auble knocks it down, but Rogo unable to make a play on it. As nicely done there by Marcus Schmidt. Hustle out of the box. And honestly, that would have been a hard play for either one of those guys to make, third baseman or shortstop there.
Yeah. But Willard's getting a lot of those breaks. They've had a couple little infield singles like that.
Yeah. Throw over to first, not in time. Just keeping him honest.
Yeah.
Adler Ames at the plate. 0 for 1 on the day. This one hit to the pitcher. Alzaquani has no play. As he is kind of in no man's land there, and then with the runner there running down the baseline, you know, if he gets in the way of that, it's an automatic base anyway. So
yeah. Have some speed going to first, too.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's little things just falling in the way of the Flashes. See if they capitalize this time.
This one hit into right center field, and
Bremeyer makes the catch. The throw in.
And now we'll have runners at first and third with one out. Nicely done by Bremeyer to get over there and range that one down.
Good job with the communication there, too. It's really easy to let that fall in the no man's land.
Yeah. That'll bring up Isaac Robinson. Robinson is 1 for 2 on the day with a run scored and a strikeout. In there for a strike. Boy, body language. Sometimes with these kids, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Come on.
And, I mean, they're up 4-1.
I know.
You know?
It's just like, come on.
Can't let one pitch ruin everything.
Man. Throw down to second. And the runner in there safely.
I'm surprised that runner at third didn't try to make it for the plate. It's usually what happens in that situation if they throw down.
McLean's got a really good arm there.
That's true.
At second, though.
That's fair.
This one hit into right field. Runner at third. That's actually Tills out there in right field. Sorry.
Yeah, he's also got a pretty good arm.
Yeah, he's got a really good arm out there in right field.
That was accurate. That was right on the money, too.
Isaiah Tills, one of the leading pitcher on the Tornado staff, playing right field today and threw a rocket to the plate there.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's challenging that arm.
No. I'd love to see the radar gun on that throw. Goodness.
With the hair, I thought it was Elijah Heyman out there. Like, no, that's not Heyman. That's Tills. This one down the third base line and just foul. Wow. Not by much.
No.
Elijah Reed at the plate. Reed 2 for 2 on the day with an RBI, 2 runs scored. It's got a double and a single. He was able to add to his team-leading RBI total. The 1-2 hits the outside corner for a strike.
Man. Painting that outside corner.
Alzaquani gets out of a jam. Tornadoes trail by 3. But they're coming up to bat here in the bottom of the 4th. It's 4-1 Willard. Nate Mullins and Jacob Ellis on the call with you here today. Austin Rodriguez on the camera. Thanks for tuning in with us here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Let's take a moment and thank our sponsors for allowing us to be here. We'd like to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, First National Bank of Sycamore, UIS Insurance and Investments, Lee's Floor Covering, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Hope and Fostoria, Clouse Electric, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, the Ohio Army National Guard, and National Machinery. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. As I was trying to mention, the last time these Tornadoes were in action was this past Wednesday as they played the Seneca East Tigers. Tigers actually came back. They were trailing 7-1 at one point in that game. And the Tigers came back to win that one in the bottom of the 7th, 9-8.
Never say never.
I mean, You want to talk about a heartbreaking loss on the road. You're up 7-1. You think it's in the bag, you know?
Yeah.
Like, all right, we got this. Let's just, man, heartbreaking loss.
Yeah.
But it was a non-conference loss. It didn't hurt anything in the grand scheme of things. It's just a lesson learned.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, well, maybe we learn a few things from that game.
Yeah.
You learn sometimes more from a loss than you do a win.
Oh, 100%. So.
Braylon Auble at the plate. Watches that one outside for a strike. Ryan Fox on the mound for his 4th inning of work. Sitting at 44 pitches. 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, 1 hit, and a run allowed. Was not an earned run.
Yeah. And those walks he gave up, I think, were first 2 hitters he faced, and he's kind of settled in since then. Done a pretty good job.
Yeah. Here's the 1-1 from Fox. In the dirt, 2-1.
Columbian dugout getting pretty excited.
Yeah.
Trying to get something going.
Well, you got to get some noise going.
Yeah.
Get them chirping out there.
Mm-hmm.
A 2-1. Swung on, hit back up the middle. Knocked down by the pitcher. And the throw by the second baseman is in time to get Auble at first.
A little bit of a scary feeling when that ball comes right back at you. But,
yeah.
He did a good job. Good reactions knocking that down.
Yeah, he was quick to get down with the glove.
Yeah.
Me, that would have been off my shin. I got no reflexes.
Oh, yeah. Would have fell to the ground. It would have taken about 5 minutes to get up for me. Take a nap while I'm down there, I guess.
Talib Al-Zakwani at the plate. Grounder to third. Throw over to first is in time. 1 pitch, 1 out for Ryan Fox.
Yeah.
He's cruising, though, man. Al-Zakwani sitting at 85 pitches. Fox sitting at 47.
Yeah, so, Fox, even if you're Columbian, a lot of times when you're struggling against a pitcher, you can say, we've run his pitch count up a little bit. We'll get him out sooner. Not the case here. Fox, this rate could go all 7 if he keeps it up.
That one inside to Johnny Bremeyer. Bremeyer drew a walk his first time up. That one catches the outside corner for a strike. It's 1-1. See what I mean by consistent?
Yeah.
It's been there for both sides.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can agree, disagree with the zone, but as long as it's consistent.
That's right.
The
That's
best
what
you
you're
can ask
asking.
for.
That's what you want out of your umpire.
Absolutely.
That one just a little too far outside. 2-1. Here's a 2-1 from Fox. Bremeyer hits this one between third and short for a base hit. Johnny Bremeyer is aboard with a 2-out single. That'll bring up Jamison Westner.
Most of the hits for Columbian have come with 2 outs. And 2-out rallies are great.
Yeah.
But you've got to get something going before that, too.
You want to get some guys on base with, so you can get them moving.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to get guys moving with 2 outs.
Yeah.
You're not as aggressive.
Yeah. And Tiffin needs the opportunity to be aggressive if they're going to get in this game.
Bremeyer off and running in there safely with a steal. For Bremeyer, that's his 23rd stolen base of the year. Those stats according to Chris Higgins at MrHiggins.net.
Probably more than some teams have.
Yeah. Westner hits this one back up the middle, and it's going to get down.
Get down for a base hit. Bremeyer's going to challenge.
The throw off the mark, and he scores. the second run of the game for the Tornadoes. And that's the aggression on the base paths that makes the Tornadoes successful.
Absolutely, and it finally gives them a little bit of confidence with the bats, which is what they've needed for a minute here.
Westner did a nice job of stretching that one, too. After the throw was off the mark, he was off straight to second base. And now Brad Willman finds himself with a runner at second base with 2 outs.
Yeah. We said 2 outs, you're not going to be aggressive on the base pass. Then they immediately stole a base and stretched a single into a double.
That one drops in there for a strike. Four to 2, Willard on top here in the bottom of the 4th. Tornadoes have plated runs in the 2nd, and now here in the 4th, Willman takes a hack at that one, misses. It's 0-2.
Looked a little confused swinging at that one, wasn't sure.
I think he had him just guessing there for a second because he might have thought he was getting one, and then...
When you have him guessing, that's a big win as a pitcher.
The 0-2 off the mark outside. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Runner at second base. Ryan Fox comes set. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Fox with another strikeout. Gets out of a jam, but does surrender a run. Tornadoes claw back to within 2 once again. It's 4-2 Willard. We'll be back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
At First National Bank of Sycamore, we are a truly local bank that is community-based and community-focused. We are invested in your success, and our team is here to help. First National Bank of Sycamore, banking that just makes sense.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
And we're back here at Tornado Field. Nate Mullins and Jacob Ellis on the call with you here today. Austin Rodriguez on the camera. Thanks for tuning in here with us on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. As we get ready to start the 5th inning of action, a pitching change as Bradley Willman will be coming in for the Tornadoes. That'll close the book on Talib Al-Zaquani. Take a look at his numbers for the day as Al-Zaquani finishes the day with 85 pitches, 56 of those for strikes, faced 21 batters, 7 hits allowed, 4 earned runs allowed, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts in 4 innings of work for Talib Al-Zaquani. He takes over at first base for Bradley Willman, who switches spots with him on the mound. We'll swap-a-roo.
Yeah, and I mean, Al-Zaquani wasn't pretty, but at the end of the day, he kept his team in it, and I guess that's really all you can ask out of your starter. You know, they're within 2 after he leaves the mound.
Yeah.
So that's our Hope and Fostoria call to the bullpen.
Once again, one of our proud sponsors here on Heart of Ohio Sports, Hope in Fostoria, brings you all calls to the bullpen, any pitching changes, any visits to the mound, any kind of a pitching change or conference. That's brought to you by our friends at Hope in Fostoria. Once again, save the date, mark your calendars for the Walk for Recovery, June 22nd here in Tiffin. Come out and join us. First pitch up high. Ryan Fox at the plate. 2-0 here on Fox. Tornadoes would really like Willman to give him a couple of good quality innings here. as they got a game on Saturday and another one on Monday.
Yeah, even though they're a top seed, if you don't have a lot of arms going into postseason play, those first couple rounds can be a struggle still.
Yeah. Well, they did draw that first round bye, so
that'll help.
As a 1 seed, that definitely helps. Get a little bit of time off to rest your arms, but you're right into it.
Mm-hmm.
So a 4-pitch walk issued to Ryan Fox. That'll put Anthony Potts at the plate with a runner on, nobody out. This one hit through.
In between shortstop and third base. And Pot
Earns his way aboard with a base hit.
This pitcher took all 4 pitches, said, I'm going to make you throw me a strike, and he said, I'm just coming at you right away.
Right.
First pitch single.
Ian McClanahan at the plate, first baseman. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Showed bunt, pulls it back. This one low. Runners at first and second, nobody out. In the top of the 5th, the Flashes leading 4-2 here at Tornado Field. The 1-0 misses. It's 2-0.
You know, even that fake bunt can throw the pitcher off a little bit because as a pitcher, you're looking for your catcher's glove. But that bat's in the way. It throws off like where you're aiming.
Yeah. That one catches the outside corner. 2-1 on McClanahan. Austin Rodriguez doing a great job down there on camera for us here today. McClanahan with a nice bunt down the first base side. Alzaquani has the only play at first as he gets the out, but McClanahan does his job, gets both runners over.
Yeah.
Now 1 out as Salazar comes to the plate.
I got 2 in scoring position with an out to work with. Just put it in play and get a run.
Salazar he's 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. First pitch is up high. Here's the 1-0 from Willman in the dirt. 2-0. Here's the 2-0 outside, and it's 3-0.
Just got to hit the zone here.
Salazar showed bunt there, but does have first base open, but he doesn't want to put him on. That one right down Broadway. 3-1 on Salazar. I think a lot of times these guys come off the bench cold and you come in, you don't get very many warm-up pitches. You know, it's a hard spot to be in.
Yeah.
And they're starting to settle in now. 2 straight strikes. Full count here on Salazar.
I mean, this is a guy you got to come after.
Let's see if he keeps the bat on the shoulder here. And he watches that one and earns himself a free bag. Bases are loaded here with 1 out. And that'll bring up Marcus Schmidt. Wessner does a good job of keeping that one in front of him.
Saved a couple runs today.
He has. Bases loaded with 1 out. Marcus Schmidt at the plate. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. Here's the 1-0. In there for a strike. Drops in there. Right at the letters. Here's the 1-1. Outside. Two and one. Nowhere to put him. And that one outside. It's 3-1.
As a hitter, you got to be ready for something. I mean, you're going to get, if it's a strike, it's going to be right there. Be ready to swing.
Yeah. Swung on and missed. Nice pitch there from Willman.
Just hit the zone again. This kid at the plate, I mean, he's 2 for 18 on the year.
Yeah. This one hit into left field. Left fielder camping under it.
Makes the play.
Is not in time. It's actually a little bit off the mark there.
Second, now over second.
As the throw in there from the left fielder kind of bounced off the lip of the grass there.
Yeah, it took a weird hop. But a productive out for Willard gives him a little bit more breathing room.
Now it's 5-2 Flashes. And Willman drops that one in there for a strike. Ames bunts this one down in front of the mound. Throw over to first is in time! What a stretch by Alzaquani, and a nice play by Willman coming off the mound to save a run and get out of the jam. We head to the bottom of the fifth. It's 5-2, Tiffin Columbian. Tornadoes coming up to bat. Let's take a moment and thank our sponsors for allowing us to be here tonight. We'd like to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, First National Bank of Sycamore, UIS Insurance and Investments, Lease Floor Covering, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Hope and Fostoria, Clouse Electric, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, the Ohio Army National Guard, and National Machinery. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Did I catch you doing a replay there?
Yeah,
Was that a little replay? Did you get a little replay in there?
Yes,
I like
sir.
that. All right. Our instant replays are, we're working on the system here, trying to get it consistent. That's the thing. Our instant replay system is not as consistent as we would like it to be. Because the problem is, Jacob, sometimes it'll save a 7-second video, which is what it's set for, and then the next time it'll be an 18-second video for some reason. I don't know why. But when we get that down to a process and it is consistent, our instant replays are going to be brought to you by National Machinery, one of our proud sponsors here at Heart of Ohio Sports.
It's one of the many exciting things we're working on here at Who's.
Yes. Instant replays. I mean, it's always a thing in football. Basketball, it's so fast-paced, it's really hard to get replays unless somebody goes to the free throw line or there's some kind of a timeout. You can do a replay then, but the frenetic action doesn't lend itself to replays.
Yeah, it's a little tough.
We're not the NBA. We don't get media timeouts, you know. I'll never forget when I went to a basketball game for the first time, and I'm like, who took a timeout? And they're like, it's a media timeout. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Wait, what? And that's what they do when they play commercials when I'm watching them.
Yeah. The college basketball game, those are the weird ones. Every 4 minutes.
I know.
Whew.
That'll bring up Isaiah Tills to lead off here in the bottom of the fifth.
Got to get something here. If here's the Tornadoes down 3 with 3 innings to go. Want to cut into that a little bit so you don't have to make that 3-4 run rally to end the game.
Tills 0 for 1 on the day. Bottom of the order here for Tiffin Columbian. Isaiah Tills batting 156 on the year. This one fouled at the plate. You gotta love it.
They're having fun over in that dugout.
There's the 0-2 to Tills, and that one bounces its way in there. I think that hit about 3 feet in front of the plate.
I think so, yeah. Ever thrown a pitch so bad it bounces and then goes into the zone as it enters the plate, and you're like, can I have that one? Tried that one once or twice. Doesn't work, spoiler alert.
I have seen a batter hit a ball after it bounced off the ground. Strikeout recorded there by Fox as Tills goes down swinging. But now I watched Vladdy Guerrero hit one out off the ground.
Yeah. That's impressive. Swinging anything, and he's all of Ambers. They made it work.
That'll bring up Gavin McLean. McLean, 0 for 2 on the day. Fox sitting at 61 pitches through 4 and a third. Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
37 thrown strikes out of 63 pitches.
Did a good job working out of some trouble last inning, only getting up to 1 run.
Yeah. Here's the 2-0 to Wessner. Or McLean, sorry, McLean. I see the 1 on the back, and then what happened was when he bent over, the 1 looked like a 7 in the front.
It does a little bit, yeah.
See, like, look at that. Doesn't it look like a 7? Like,
I believe it's a 7.
Strike. Fox paints the outside corner with that one. Righty-lefty matchup here. 2-2 count, 1 out. Nobody on. This one up high. That's a full count. Once again, our pitch cam brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Here's the 3-2 from Fox. In there. Strike 3 called.
Good pitch for in that corner.
Yeah, McLean kind of rocked back. I thought maybe it might have been inside, but that's been a consistent call today for Blue, right there on that corner.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, you got to know it might not look like a strike to you, but Blue sees it as a strike, and that's what matters.
That's right. And that'll bring up Quentin Tucker. First pitch in the dirt. It's 1-0. Tucker 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts. Fox now with 7 strikeouts.
It's a pretty good number.
Yeah. Well, considering he came in with 10 on the year, I'd say that's pretty impressive.
Yeah. Double that up in one game? Not too bad.
1-1 in there. 1-2. He's painting that spot, though. He really is. He's just attacking that spot. Swung on and missed. Fox with another strikeout. He's got 8 so far here today. 5-2 Willard on top. We'll step aside, take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
At First National Bank of Sycamore, we are a truly local bank that is community-based and community-focused. We are invested in your success, and our team is here to help. First National Bank of Sycamore, banking that just makes sense.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
And we're back here at Tornado Field. Nate Mullins and Jacob Ellis on the call with you here today. Austin Rodriguez doing a great job down the third base line with the camera today. Thanks for tuning in here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We get set to start the 6th inning. Another pitching change. Of course, all pitching changes, calls to the bullpen brought to you by Hope and Fostoria, another one of our proud sponsors here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Taking over on the mound, young Blake Galden. His first pitching appearance of the year.
All right.
So Tornadoes looking to save some of those arms as, you know, Braylon Auble, Bryce Rogo, Isaiah Tills, you're going to need those guys.
Yeah.
You're going to need those guys when it comes to, comes tournament time. So you want to try to save those arms as much as you can here. You're hoping to get at least a couple innings here out of Blake Galden.
Yeah. And also, not bad time of the year. Your tournament position's pretty much locked up. Not a bad idea to try some new arms, maybe strike lightning in a bottle and get another good pitcher. That breaking ball looked pretty good.
I was just about to say, it had a nice sweep on it, didn't it?
Yeah.
Well, there's a reason this young man's not on JV anymore. They called him up, and he's been sitting there waiting for his opportunity, and I think it's a great opportunity for him here today.
Yeah.
To showcase what he's got.
Yeah, absolutely. Low stress situation, too.
Mm-hmm. Got a lot of support from his infield there by giving him a little pep talk. Talib Al-Zakwani at first, Gavin McLean at second, Bryce Rogo at short, Braylon Auble at third. That's your infield. Jameson Wesner at the plate, Blake Galden, your pitcher. Isaiah Tills out in right field, Johnny Bremeyer in center. As first pitch from Galden outside. And in left field is A.J. Hickman. Ethan Rodriguez at the plate for the Flashes. That one misses, high and outside. Rodriguez 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. He's got a 3-0 count here. Here's the 3-0 from Galden. Swung on, hit to second base. And Gavin McLean nonchalantly snaps.
There you go. First out on the mound, settled the nerves a little bit.
Yeah. On a 3-0 count to get him to swing at that one and pop it up, that's got to ease the nerves a little bit.
Oh, yeah 100%.
That'll bring up Isaac Robinson. He's 1 for 3 on the day with a strikeout and a run scored. The 1-0 comes inside and hits him. Combination of probably nerves and a little bit of sweat on the hand. And
oh, yeah. I got his first one out of the way early.
Second hit by pitch of the game for the Tornadoes.
Probably not the guy you want to see at the plate in your first ever outing. 4 homers on the year.
Reed. Ooh, boy, he really he was trying to add to that total right there with that swing. You want to talk about turning on a pitch?
Yeah.
I mean, he saw what he liked right there. I think he's a little excited about that one.
Yeah. So he almost knocked it out of here in a flash, you could say.
Yeah. Almost. But and Reed right to the third baseman. Throw over to first. In time. Double play.
Big time.
And I tell you what, Blake Galden comes in and shuts him down.
Yeah, we'll give him a little replay brought to you by National Machinery on that one.
That's a brilliant play. And a nice replay there. Once again, brought to you by National Machinery, one of our proud sponsors here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Jacob, you're doing a great job today, man.
Thank you. Learned a lot from the Wizard.
He is somebody to learn from. I would say that. Study him more than you study what I do.
Hey, I'm learning a little bit from everyone.
We each bring our own talents to the table.
Yeah.
But I am no wizard, that's for sure. Once again, let's thank our sponsors for allowing us to be here and broadcast this game for you. We'd like to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, First National Bank of Sycamore, UIS Insurance and Investments, Lease Floor Covering, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Hope and Fostoria, Clouse Electric, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, the Ohio Army National Guard, and National Machinery. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Once again, folks, it's just about tournament time. We start our tournament action most likely next Friday as these Tornadoes, the #1 seed in their district, trying to clinch a sectional championship here at Tornado Field. And we'll see if we can get enough sponsors to be on the call for that one, because regular season sponsors don't transfer over to postseason. We got to do this all over again. So, folks, if you're interested and you want to help us broadcast these Tornadoes next Friday, send us a message. Get on board with us here at Heart of Ohio Sports.
Yeah. The audience has definitely grown recently, and it's not slowing down anytime soon.
Oh, absolutely not. And this is when our baseball broadcasts really start to ramp up. The viewership on baseball in tournament time is get a lot of eyes on your product.
Yeah.
Ryan Fox on for his 6th inning of work. Bryce Rogo at the plate for Tiffin Columbian.
Got to get something here and got to get a hit before 2 outs this inning. That's going to be big.
Fox misses with that one. It's 2-0. Columbian awaits the winner of the 8-seed Bellevue versus the 11-seed Mansfield Senior. That sectional championship game will be played next Friday. Misplayed by the first baseman, but he wasn't too far from the bag. No. Just able to barehand that one and pick it up.
Yeah, if there's one spot to misplay it, I guess that's the one.
That's it, yeah. Tiffin Columbian, once again, the #1 seed in the Northwest 3 district, as those games will be played at Fremont Ross in the district round. Of course, Tiffin Columbian will be the home team next Friday here in the tournament for the sectional final. Braylon Auble at the plate. 1 down, 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. 2 balls, no strikes. Braylon Auble. .299 hitter on the year. And it's 3-0 on Auble.
Fox has had a good game so far, but at this point, if you're Tiffin, he's probably getting a little tired. So if you can run that pitch count up, get deep in the count, so it's going to help you out a lot right here.
That's your 3rd time through the order for a lot of these guys, so. There, he got that one in there for a strike. It's 3-1 on Auble. Auble 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. Here's the 3-1. Swung on and missed. Sensed a little bit of hesitation there, Jacob.
Yeah. I think 3-1, a lot of times you want to think just get a walk, get on base, but not that easy.
This one chopped at the plate. And it'll stay 3-2. As we mentioned, Ryan Fox, this is his 6th inning of work. This young man is working quickly. 78 pitches through 6 innings.
Imagine he's going to look for that outside corner here. He's been getting it all night.
Swung on, hit back up the middle. Shortstop ranges over. Throw over to first is in time. Well, what a play by the shortstop there.
Seen a few web gems today.
Isaac Robinson putting it on display. Charged in to make that play.
Yeah, really good play.
Throw over to first in time for the 2nd out of the inning. That'll bring up Talib Al-Zakwani, the bus.
Don't know if you saw it, but Fox looked like he tried to barehand it for a minute, too. That was risk it for the biscuit moment.
Right. Yeah, stick your paw out there for that one. And
yeah. He was like, maybe not.
A little equipment issue here as the catcher trying to find a new helmet, I think.
Yeah, rumor has it that mask is a little important behind the plate. This music they've been having is really fun.
So while we wait here, the other day I did a 5th inning stretch, and then the announcer did a 6th inning stretch. Is it a 6th inning stretch in high school, or is it 5th inning?
I didn't know there was one in high school.
Well, I mean, come on. See, he hit it. I had it. The equipment issue has been fixed. I don't know if the catcher likes his new helmet, but he's got to deal with it.
I guess.
All right.
Always fun to see them playing along with it.
2 down. Talib Al-Zakwani at the plate. First pitch is in the dirt. He's had that sweeper really working for him today. That slider sweeper action he's got kind of scrapes across the front of the plate.
Yeah.
And just hits that outside corner.
Yeah,
and it's been consistent.
Yeah, a couple times we've seen some of these Colombian hitters think it's going to hit them, and they'll turn out a little bit and catches the corner.
He's got some good stuff. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, chopped back up the middle. Second baseman gloves it. Throw over to first is not on the mark and not in time, as Al-Zakwani was hustling out of the box to beat that one.
Listen, that's the mistake the Tornadoes have been looking for.
Now, can they make him play? Can they make him pay? Can they capitalize on that mistake? Johnny Bremeyer is the guy you want at the plate if you want to try to capitalize on some mistakes. He is 1 for 1 on the day with a walk and a run scored. Bremeyer's numbers on the season, .403 batting average. I'm sure the umpire liked the music, though.
I think so, yeah.
Come on. I mean, I can read a book. That guy likes it. I know.
Oh, yeah, he was jamming.
He was jamming. That System of a Down. Bremeyer hits this one to third. The glove, throw over to first, and no, they did not get him. Time called.
We'll take a look at that, see if...
Okay. Just an announcement to make here on our broadcast. We'll tell everybody that's tuned in on the broadcast that hot dogs are $1.
All right.
So if you want to come on down here to Tornado Field, grab yourself a hot dog.
They called them out. They've changed
it.
I think
Reversed
replay
the ruling here. And I think they're going to say that he got the tag on the way through.
Yeah.
I thought that might have been the case initially.
Yeah,
but
well, we can see here. We can better look at it.
I don't know. He might have clipped the foot, but that was a really tough play to make. Man, that's a tough call to make, too.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be blue in that situation. Neither one of them.
Absolutely not.
All right, folks, we're going to step aside, take a quick timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
We are your neighbors, your sons and daughters. We are learning life and job skills and getting an education. We're proud to serve Ohio. We are your Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service at nationalguard.com/OH.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
And we're back here at Tornado Field. Nate Mullins and Jacob Ellis. What can you tell us on the call?
That's a good one.
Austin Rodriguez on the camera. Thanks for tuning in here with us on the pulse of the Buckeye State, Heart of Ohio Sports. The Willard Crimson Flashes lead the Tornadoes 5-2 as we get ready to start this 7th inning here.
Yeah, was not expecting Willard to put up a fight like this, but I mean, they came out 3 runs top of the first, and when you're playing from behind, it's really hard to make it back into a game.
Well, we talked about it with our keys to the game brought to you by Lee's Floor Covering. We said, Jacob, they had to get out early and really limit the mistakes, and I think they've done a great job of that today.
Yeah, they've made maybe 1 error all day, and even then they did a good job working out of it. And
yeah.
Just a really good job on the mound, too.
Pretty clean game by both teams so far. Willard 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. Tiffin Columbian 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. I'll take one, yeah, absolutely. You don't have to ask me twice if I want a hot dog.
Thank you.
Austin's like, where's mine? Look at her hands up like, come on now.
Did she see me giving you hot dogs?
No, it's fine. Don't worry
okay. Well, hot dog.
She didn't see, she heard me say I got a hot dog. Blake Galden on for his 2nd inning of work here. Went 1 and then 2 and 3. Not quite 1, 2, 3. In his last inning of work. Here's the 1-1. This one hit back to the shortstop. Rogo, gloves, throws over to first, and they get the first out. Nicely done there by Bryce Rogo as he charged in on it to make the play.
Let's get a clean inning here and get the bats going in the bottom half. But if this league gets any bigger, you got to do it's damage control, 7th inning.
Anthony Potts, the catcher, at the plate for the Flashes.
Speaking of damage control, he's done a lot behind the plate to save Willard.
Yeah, he's also done at the plate as well. 2 RBIs of his own, and he's safe at first as he just barely beats the throw there. What a play. But nice hustle out of the box.
Yeah.
Potts is speedy. I heard a lot about this kid.
Yeah.
Really talented catcher over here for Willard.
Yeah. Good legs, good bat, good behind the plate.
Got good energy.
Yeah. It's what you want out of your catcher.
1 out. Runner at first. Galden comes set. Here's the pitch. In there. Throw down to second is off the mark. And it's going to be 0-1 on McClanahan. So McClanahan will have a runner in scoring position here with 1 out. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. for Potts, that's his second stolen base of the game.
Pretty good speed.
Strike 2. Galden working ahead here. 0-2 on McClanahan. There's the 0-2. This one swung on, hit. This one's going to get down for a base hit. The throw straight to the plate as it goes through the cutoff man, but McClanahan able to earn his way aboard with a single. Second hit of the game for McClanahan. And, I mean, he only had 3 coming into this game, so it's a pretty good day for him.
Yeah, you can say that again.
I have a relief runner down at first as Grant Adams checks in as the runner in place of McClanahan. I believe that's a 6 on his jersey. Well, it can't be a 5 because there's no 5 on the roster, so there we go.
Process of elimination.
Yes. 1 out, runners at the corners for John Yell Salazar. And they'll look over to first. No throw. Galden comes set. Here's the pitch. Shows bunt, but doesn't offer at it. And this one misses low. Runner will scamper on over to second base.
Out gets your run now if you're Willard, so just put it in play. Get you another one.
That one inside and low. It's 2-0. A hot dog's not one of those things you can sneak bites of in between. Like
No.
popcorn, you can sneak a couple pieces in here and there, but yeah. I don't think anybody wants to hear me chew on a hot dog. Nobody wants that.
Yeah, we don't have an ASMR sponsored by segment.
Right. No, we do not. These mics are pretty good, though.
They are.
I mean, when I got dry mouth sometimes, it's like Crackle City over here. 3-0 count. Runners at second and third. Here's the pitch from Galden. That one catches the outside corner. It's 3-1 on Salazar.
Infield in here, it looks like, so ground ball. They're coming home with it.
Salazar 0 for 2 with a walk. And that one gets away, and the throw to the plate just not in time. Nice play by Potts to get in there before the tag. And the Flashes add another run. It's 6-2, Willard.
Yeah, good read on that ball. I mean, he had to have a quick reaction in order to score on that.
Yeah. And Westner was up with it pretty quick after he lost it.
Yeah.
He was able to recover pretty quickly, but, boy, Potts was right in there.
Yeah.
Now runners at the corners. 1 out. Galden got that one for a strike. Marcus Schmidt at the plate. It's so hard to say names that end in S when the last name starts with S without having some kind of a pause in between, because you're just going to roll right into it, you know?
Yeah.
Throw down to second. Now the throw over to third. Auble with the long tag.
Not a bad idea there by Tiffin, trying to fool the runner. Almost got him.
1-1 count. on Schmidt. Schmidt hits this one into left field. Left fielder retreats.
Makes the catch. The throw. It's the cutoff man.
But Adams will come in to score, and the Flashes tack 2 more on here in the inning. They now lead 7-2.
Yeah, that was the one thing you couldn't have happen if you're Tiffin is you needed a clean inning. Didn't need a crooked number on the scoreboard.
It was a 10th hit of the ball game for the Flashes. Not that one, but the one before.
Yeah.
Adler aims at the plate. 1 for 3 on the day with a strikeout. That one had some bend to it. I think it even fooled Westner because, I mean, he had a hard time locating it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, someone who used to be a catcher, it's a lot harder than you think catching a curveball.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when it has some really good movement like that.
This one hit into center. Briemeyer's going to camp under it. Squeezes it for the final out. But the Flashes add 2 more to their lead. They sit on top 7-2 here at Tornado Field. Tiffin Columbian down to their final 3 outs potentially here. Nate Mullins and Jacob Ellis on the call with you here today on a beautiful Friday evening from Tornado Field. Thanks for tuning in with us on Heart of Ohio Sports. We want to thank our sponsors who allow us to bring high school baseball to you all season long right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'd like to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, First National Bank of Sycamore, UIS Insurance and Investments, Lee's Floor Covering, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Hope in Fostoria, Clouse Electric, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, the Ohio Army National Guard, and National Machinery. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Folks, when you hear those names, do you know what that list means? That means they provide us with the funds that we need to cover our expenses to bring these games to you paywall free. That means you don't have to pay to watch them. So when you hear those names, think about them when you're out shopping, the next time you're out in the community, the next time you're making any kind of financial decisions. Think about, hey, we were able to watch a lot of really good baseball games this season because of these guys. Hopefully that helps to shape some of your financial decisions when you're out shopping.
Yeah. And on top of that, I mean, they're all good at what they do, you know?
Yes, absolutely. Well, that's why we do business with
absolutely.
them. Once again, our pregame show brought to you by Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. Postgame show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Pitch Cam presented by First National Bank of Sycamore. Pitching matchups presented by UIS Insurance and Investments. Our keys to the game brought to you by Lee's Floor Covering. First pitch brought to you by Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc. And all calls to the bullpen presented by Hope in Fostoria. And our instant replays brought to you by National Machinery. First pitch up high to Jamison Westner.
I think Tiffin is hoping they get a Hope and Fostoria call to the bullpen here.
Yeah.
Not have to face this guy for another inning.
Fox has been cruising. If you ask the Tornadoes, what does the Fox say? He says, sit down. He's had 8 strikeouts here so far in 6 innings pitched. 86 pitches. That'll be 87 on the day. Just 4 hits allowed, 2 runs, 1 of those earned, and 2 walks issued by Ryan Fox. Closing in on a 100-pitch mark. So this is where Tiffin Columbian needs to be patient.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the 1-2. Outside, it's 2-2.
Really impressive by Fox. This is Tiffin. I think they were ranked, was it second in the division earlier?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're doing this against second-best team in the state in your division. That's something to be really proud of on the mound.
Well, they're the #1 seed in their district. Not in the division. That throw over to first is in time by Salazar. So Tornadoes down to their final 2 outs as Blake Galden comes to the plate here.
Galden did pretty good in 2 innings of relief work. That last inning was a little up and down, but overall not too bad for your first ever pitching appearance.
Yeah. All things considered.
Mm-hmm.
Galden batting 129 on the season, 4 hits and 31 at-bats. Fouls this one off. Ryan Fox really has settled in here in a hostile environment. The 0-1 up high. Here's the 1-1 from Fox. This one outside in the dirt. That sweeper's starting to sweep just a little too much on the outside.
It's a little harder to throw as you get tired.
Oh, yeah. Swung on and missed. Nice pitch there. Comes inside. Gets Galden to swing over top of it.
Yeah. Low and tight like that, good luck.
Let's see if he goes outside with this one. Here's the 2-2. Up high, swung on and missed. And the Tornadoes down to their last out here as Isaiah Tills comes to the plate.
I'm chasing some high cheddar.
That high, stinky cheddar. Just so hard to lay off of sometimes.
It looks so good.
It does. Strike one.
He's still got a good sweeper or two left in him there.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh.
And that one hits him on the helmet. Got away from him. Definitely don't think he meant to do that.
It's not usually what they mean when they say use your head, but
Fox was not happy about that.
No.
Just slipped out of the hand there. Now Gavin McLean will stroll to the plate. McLean 0 for 3 with a strikeout on the day. That one in there for a strike. Two down, runner at first. Here's the 0-1 from Fox. This one gets away from the catcher. And Tills will scamper on over to second base. Give a shout out to Jacob Ellis doing a great job today running the board.
Thank you, thank you.
Keeping us look crispy. Here's the 1-1. In there for a strike. Tiffin Columbian down to their final strike here. Gavin McLean at the plate. Isaiah Tills at second base. Two down. Pitch is inside. And catcher loses it. That allows Tills to make his way over to third. So runner just 90 feet away from home plate. Two-two count here on McLean. Well, I think Tills kind of threw off Fox a little bit there. I think that's why that pitch came out a little weird because Tills had that motion like he was threatening to steal home.
Yeah, It throws you off a little bit if you can see it coming.
Oh, yeah. You're going to see that as a pitcher. You can see that right out of your periphery. Here's the 3-2. Up high, and McLean draws a walk. So Tornadoes, runners at the corners with 2 down. And we have a substitution as Elijah Heyman comes in. Heyman just 7 at-bats on the year, but a .429 batting average in those 7 at-bats, 3 hits, 2 RBIs, 8 runs scored on the year, as he's often used as a pinch runner.
Yeah, hey, never say never, Nate, you know. Got 2 on, still got enough to work with. Never know what can happen.
Staying alive. First pitch to Heyman, fouled back.
Coming out swinging, you like to see that from your bench.
Mm-hmm. Took a good hack at it, too.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Fox comes set. Here's the 0-1. That went in there for a strike. McLean works his way over to second now. Runners at second and third. But Tiffin Columbian down to their final strike here. 0-2 on Heyman.
See, Fox has one last good pitch in him.
The 0-2. Up high. There's Tills once again playing with his periphery there.
Yeah.
Just giving a little bit of a show.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's throwing him off just a little bit.
Yeah.
His release point is just a little bit off.
Yeah.
Here's the 1-2. Fouled back.
Yeah, even if you know he's not stealing, it still throws you off a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Takes your eye off it.
Well, you're not used to seeing motion over there.
No.
Heyman did a good job fouling that one back, staying alive here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Here's the 1-2. Strike 3 called.
Ooh.
Ball game.
One last nasty bender.
That one had some snap to it. And Ryan Fox goes the distance. Complete game win for Fox here today. And the Flashes come into Tornado Field and make themselves comfortable. 7-2 is your final score. We'll step aside, take a quick timeout, but don't go anywhere, folks. We got the post-game show coming up next, brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. But first, don't forget about our Game Day Grub special right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'll be back after this.
My Berea, don't you know I've thought about you all day? Yeah, I've been longing for some beef and some consomme. Sweet Berea, this is surely going to my thighs. Well, I'm a hungry eater and you surely caught my eyes. My Berea, I love you so. Oh, my Berea, Berea, I love you so. I love you.
How's it going, sports fans? It's game day, and the food is hot here at Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. Before you settle in to watch the game, whether you're by yourself trying to figure out what you want for dinner, trying to figure out how to feed a bunch of people, why not consider some delicious grub from Xcaret Mexican Restaurant? Today, we're highlighting the birria ramen. That's right, I'll say it again. Birria ramen. Oh my goodness, I think I just got my mic wet. How do you birria? I have to have a lime. And you're gonna get the best, juiciest limes right here at Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. Look at all that juice. So here we have the birria ramen. Oh, this looks so good. I'm digging in. I can't look at it anymore. All right, here we go. That should not be allowed to be that good. My goodness. Folks, get on over here. Get yourself some of this birria ramen. Let them know you heard about it on Heart of Ohio Sports. Why are you still watching me eat? You could be eating this right now. Don't you just want to dig in? I could eat this whole bowl right now. And I'm going to. But I'm not going to make you watch me do it. Tell you what. Call in your order. Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. Birria Ramen. The only place you're going to find this in town, folks. I'm telling you. This is a home run right here. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. Whether you're a diehard fan rooting for the home team or you're just looking for some tasty eats for your game day treats, the birria ramen is our featured item here on this game day grub segment, and you're going to want to call in your order now. That's right, call Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. Mention you saw this segment on our broadcast. You'll get 15% off your order. Take advantage of this birria ramen special at Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. Oh, and don't forget the queso. At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
Go, go, go!
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go: Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports is owned by Mullins Entertainment and located inside Studio Squared in downtown Tiffin. The space features a state-of-the-art podcast studio, open for public use. Building a platform for creators is one of our top priorities. We connect fans to the action like no one else can. As a business in today's market, you got to stay ahead of the game. And what better way than to get on board with the fastest growing brand in media today? I mean, you can take it from me, or you can just listen to them.
When recruiters want to see our game film, we tell them they can watch it on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
We are your neighbors, your sons and daughters. We are learning life and job skills and getting an education. We're proud to serve Ohio. We are your Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service at nationalguard.com/OH.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
And we're back here at Tornado Field with the postgame show brought to you by your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Once again, your final score, Tiffin Columbian 7. I'm sorry, Willard 7, Tiffin Columbian 2. Nate Mullins and Jacob Ellis here in the press box for this postgame show breakdown once again, folks, if you're watching the broadcast and you're saying, well, I just watched that video ramen special and you guys are almost done with the broadcast, well, don't worry about it. Just call it in and tell them you heard about it on Heart of Ohio Sports. That special's here anytime. You just need to tell them that you heard about it on Heart of Ohio Sports. Once again, one of our proud sponsors here for that Mexican restaurant. And our post-game show sponsor, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Today. Their Memorial Day, they are the sponsor for the Memorial Day Parade. They're also putting on the Memorial Day festivities, and they asked me to come to the MC.
Oh, really?
So I'm very honored for that opportunity. So looking forward to that. Should be a fun time. Once again, one of our proud sponsors with us here, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors before we start breaking this one down. Because folks, without them, it just wouldn't be possible. We would like to thank that Mexican restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, First National Bank of Sycamore, UIS Insurance and Investments, Lee's Floor Covering, Steinmetz Science and Graphic Ink, trying to get that board out there, Hope and Fostoria, Clouse Electric, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, the Ohio Army National Guard, and National Insurance. All proud sponsors here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Jacob, what are your thoughts on this? 7-2 win for Willard coming into the hostile environment here at Tornado Field. I mean, they look pretty comfortable.
Yeah, and especially getting that 3 spot in the first game definitely helped a lot. And then you got to talk about the man on the mound, Ryan Fox. Yeah. Complete game, 2 runs, and he had these Columbian bats. With a question mark for 7 innings. I mean, that was it right there.
Yeah. 109 pitches for Ryan Fox on the evening. Just 4 hits allowed, 10 strikeouts, 1 earned run, 3 walks issued by that young man. He earns our player of the game tonight. And I'll tell you what, Jacob, what a performance by Ryan Fox, but this entire Willard Flashes team, that line from top to bottom, they presented problems for whoever was on the line today.
Yeah, it wasn't really one guy. I mean, like, looking at the box score, it's not one guy that really jumps out as their main offensive guy. And just, being patient, taking advantage, and just give it to them. And a lot of good two-strike approaches.
Yeah.
Especially early on, getting aggressive. And, it was next man up for him.
That's exactly it. That's what you got to do in situations like this. Try to get those late season wins. For Willard, they're sitting there. Overall record is 10-8. They just improved to 11-8 now. But at this point, you're not playing for any position because your position's already been determined. Your tournament spot's already been determined. Now what you're trying to do is you're trying to build some momentum. And this is a huge win in that direction.
Yeah, if you can beat, you said number 1 seed in the district. Yeah. So that's beating them at home by 5. That's pretty good confidence when we set it into postseason play.
Absolutely. So once again, your final score, 7-2, Willard on top of Tiffin Columbian. They do have 3 more games left, the Crimson Flashes. They'll be in action tomorrow against Edison. Actually, really good matchup between those two. A couple of Bay rivals in the SBC Bay division. And then they have an away game on Tuesday at Clear Fork. And then they play another opponent on the 17th, which will be determined because they are their opponent in the tournament. So, once again, final score 7-2 here. Upper Sandusky Willard with the win. I was looking at who they played. This was an impressive effort by Willard. If you're Tiffin Columbian, you're saving your innings. You're trying to save your big arms. You were hoping that some of your I wouldn't say bottom of the rotation guys, but some of your other guys were able to get the job done today. And it just wasn't able to happen. But with the talent they have, top to bottom, this is not an indictment on this Tornado squad. I think they still have the best is yet to come for them. I think they still have a lot more to show these fans in this area. And I think you're going to see this team really start to round into shape when it comes time to these next couple of games. They get that momentum going into the tournament. This is a team. Isaiah Till's on the mound. Bryce Rogo on the mound. They've got a lot of talent.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't look into this game too much if you're Columbian. You're trying to do stuff. It didn't work out, but you still got your aces, as you mentioned, for the tournament coming up. So
yeah. And they were able to save Braylon Auble. They were able to save Isaiah Tills today. They were able to save Bryce Rogo. So you were able to save some arms for, you got a game tomorrow, and then they have a game on Monday to close things out against Upper Sandusky. But both of those are non-league games for Tiffin Columbian, as they play Madison Comprehensive tomorrow and then Upper Sandusky on Monday. So they're the SBC champions. They claim a share of the SBC championship. That's what they set their goal at the beginning of the season. It's an impressive finish for Tiffin Columbian to win that SBC championship, clinch that #1 seed, but the job's not done.
Yeah, I mean, once we tournament, everyone has the same record, but having that one by your name going in the tournament is also a very good time. Yeah. You're going to get the best of everyone.
Absolutely. All right, well, once again, I'd like to thank our post-game show sponsor, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, for all their contributions to the broadcast. And we'll thank our sponsors one more time. We'd like to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, First National Bank of Sycamore, UIS Insurance Investments, Lease Floor Covering, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Hope and Fostoria, Clouse Electric, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, the Ohio Army National Guard, and National Machinery. All proud sponsors with us right here on Ohio Sports. Once again, your final score, Willard 7, Tiffin Columbian 2, for Jacob Ellis and Austin Rodriguez. I'm Nate Mullins, signing off from Tornado Field. You've been watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Have a great night, everybody.